Narrated by Ka'ab bin Ayad radiyallahu anhu, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has said, "There has been a test for every ummah, and the test of my ummah shall be wealth." Narrated by Tirmidhi.
في خير الليالي جلستنا
Expand your mind. Understand your world. This is Radio Islam News.
In breaking news, there has been a report that the teenage son of a prominent businessman in Johannesburg has gone missing. The boy, aged 14, who appears to have mysteriously disappeared after attending school on Friday, has not yet been found. According to a source linked to the family, there is a possibility that the boy was kidnapped.
Ali Baba and his grandson Yahya are sitting down to afternoon tea in the kitchen and listening to the radio when the news of Aman's kidnapping comes on.
Yo, that was quick. Can you believe it, Nana? I thought Aman was just bunking or something, but now he's actually being kidnapped.
We don't know for sure that they're talking about Aman.
Oh, come on, Nana. It's impossible that two boys of well-known businessmen went missing on the same day. I'll get it, Nana.
Don't just open Yahya. Check who it is first.
I know, Nana. Chill.
Yahya returns to the kitchen with Mulana Hassan in tow. It is the first time he is meeting one of the Ghani brothers, and he is fascinated to hear him speak.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, Maulana. So good to see you.
My Nana's been telling me so many stories about you, Maulana, and about your brother, Farooq.
Haha. All good, I hope. Ali Bhai?
Of course. Come and sit down, Maulana. We just heard on the radio now about your nephew Aman.
Gee, devastating news, unfortunately. Mariam said that you had come to visit, but at that time, we didn't know he had been kidnapped.
Gee. Which means that the word is out.
They didn't mention any names though, did they, Ali Bhai?
No, I don't think they're allowed to give specifics in a case like this. Poor Farooq. This must be so hard on him. And now the whole story about his marriage to Farhana is out.
It had to come out at some time. Things like that don't stay secret forever, you know.
Shame. How's Salma taking it?
I didn't see her when I went there. You know, she doesn't speak to us since that whole fallout with Mariam years ago. But the boy said she's not taking it too well. I mean, who would? And now this whole kidnapping saga.
Poor man. I never met him, but I feel like I know him already. Maulana, did they say how much ransom they want?
Can you believe 50 million rand? Farooq is very rich, but I don't think even he has that kind of money.
How is he going to raise it then? These guys must be hell of a serious if they could kidnap a lighty, and they must have done their homework on Farooq.
They are dead serious. We just need to make lots of dua that Aman is found, inshallah. Ali Bhai, I came to tell you that I have a buyer for Papa's house.
What? I didn't know you wanted to sell your house, Hassan. You won't even get much for it. You know how property values have dropped in Fietas.
Well, the house is a semi and it's bigger than most of the others around here. There's this developer who's interested in putting up a block of flats. And he offered me quite a decent sum for it.
But why, Hassan? Why now? And where will you go?
Since the hijacking, I've been planning to sell. I got an offer to do Imamat in Houghton, and over and above my salary, they'll provide a house. So I don't really need this one any longer.
But half the house belongs to Farooq, right?
It does, but he knows I'm selling. I thought I could give him his half. It can help him pay off a small part of the ransom. And I'll give him my share too. He needs it more than I do at the moment.
That is so generous of you, Hassan, putting the needs of your brother above your own.
Ali Bhai, why shouldn't I help my brother? In a hadith narrated by Hazrat Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu anhu, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah helps the servant as long as he helps his brother.
Subhanallah. Your marhum father would have been so proud of you. You know, I dreamt of him the other night, and in my dream he said that one of his grandsons needs my help. When I saw Maryam and she told me about Aman going missing, I thought that's who Ash must have been referring to. But he also said the boy is close to me. I wonder what he meant by that.
Dear Diary, I thought that the last entry would be my final one, but it turns out I was so wrong. So yes, I was contemplating suicide, but so much has been going on that I haven't even had a chance to research which method would be the most famous. What with Zay quitting boarding school, Dad doesn't even know yet. He's gonna go ballistic when he finds out. And Dad having a second wife and a child who is now being kidnapped. It's all a bit overwhelming. And after all what I heard tonight, well, I wish I was dead already. So it's like this. I heard Mom and Dad arguing, and when I went to eavesdrop outside their room, I know I shouldn't, but I did. I heard the most horribly shocking thing. Apparently, I was conceived before they even got married. Can you believe? What a travesty. No wonder I'm always so depressed and unhappy. And all along, I was blaming myself and thinking maybe it's because I'm just that personality type, like Dad's mother, Julie, who was also the depressive type. I always thought I must be like her. I mean, she actually died from depression. But then, I suppose she had a reason with her husband, my grandfather, being shot. Yeah, and all the rest of that. Fietas in those days must have been really rough. Any roads, turns out there's an underlying cause that is the root of all misery. I'm an illegitimate child.
The darkness of the night is all-encompassing, and the wind howls viciously, rattling the broken windows of the room where Aman is being held hostage. He feels disgusted at himself for having wet his pants when he wasn't allowed to go to the bathroom earlier. But there is nothing he can do about it, so he closes his eyes and tries to shut the whole experience out. He drifts in and out of sleep on the soiled mattress, losing track of the time, when suddenly he hears both the kidnappers come into the room, talking in a low voice. Aman closes his eyes and pretends to be fast asleep.
It's already day 3. I don't think the lighty is gonna make it to Saturday when we do the handover.
Aye, we can't change the timing. We're gonna have to keep him here till then.
But the poor lighty, it's so cold here, and we're gonna have to clean up the matter so that he can at least sleep properly. I don't know why we didn't let him use the bathroom this morning.
You got a nerve, my man. I was sleeping. It's you who left me to check the lighty while you went to get a moonshine.
Alright, keep calm. We'll just have to take better care of him so that he doesn't get sick or something. Do you think his old man is gonna shine up?
If he doesn't, he can say goodbye to his lighty.
It is Monday morning, and after a restless and uneasy night, Farooq wakes up to the radio blaring in his bedroom. He hears Salma in the shower, and just as he is about to turn the radio off, he catches a snippet on the news.
And the missing son of a wealthy Johannesburg businessman has still not been found. According to a source close to the family, the boy, believed to have gone missing since Friday afternoon, was in his school uniform when he was last seen leaving the school. If anyone has any information, please contact.
Farooq sits up suddenly in bed, startled by what he has just heard, when suddenly his phone rings.
Hello.
Mr. Chief, Just thought I'd give you a heads up. The news of Aman's kidnapping is out.
Oh no, Tabo. I also just heard it on the radio now. The reporter said they received a tip-off from a source close to the family. I know Salma and the kids are upset about all this, but I don't think it's them.
So who else could have told them?
It must be my brother Hassan. He was here yesterday when he brought Zay home, and the twins told him about the kidnapping.
Why would your brother do that, Masaji? Isn't he a man of God?
He is, but it's possible he told his wife, and she's a person that likes to make trouble.
Sir, it's pointless stressing over whoever put news of Aman's kidnapping out. I think we are going to have to inform the police.
What? No, that's a bad idea. If the kidnappers find out, they'll hurt Aman. They said so.
Sir, the police do have a way of dealing with these things.
No, we can't take that chance. I've got a private investigator working on it, and in the meantime, I'm going into the office this morning to see how much money I can put together for the ransom.
Alright, sir, I'll come with you. Mike and Trevor can take care of the family here.
Go to the cottage and tell Rubina to get ready so she can come with us. I needed to go through all my financial statements with me.
عشوة شوف العشوة عشوة فيها لمة عشوة تسعد قلبك في برنامج عشوة في برنامج عشوة لا 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 لا.
It is Monday evening at the Ghanis Makhalis estate. Cabin fever is setting in. Although the estate is huge, the boys are feeling restless at having to spend so much time with the rest of their family. Salma is staying holed up in her room, while Nazia surprisingly has pulled herself out of her depressive state and has taken over the preparation of meals for the entire family. Farhana has spent the day pacing up and down in the tiny cottage on the edge of the estate, worrying about Aman, but at the same time not wanting to get in the way of the rest of the family. Farooq is on his way back from the office in town with Mike and Rubina, and he calls each of his family members separately, including Farhana, to tell them to attend an urgent family meeting in the lounge of the main house as soon as he returns. Farooq strides into the house with Tabu and Rubina behind him and sees them all seated in the lounge in uncomfortable silence.
Assalamu alaikum. I see you all here.
Farooq, I don't want to sit in the same room as this woman.
I don't understand that, Salma. But please, can you put aside your feelings for just a little while? Farhana and I...
Farhana and I? You have a damn nerve, Farooq, bringing this woman into my house and then still expecting me to sit in on a meeting about the child that you have with her.
Salma, I'm so sorry. Please don't make it more difficult than it already is. I made a mistake, all right? I admit I was wrong not telling all of you that I made nikah with Farhana. I'm sorry.
So fix it then, Farooq.
How is Dad supposed to do that, Mom?
For such a bright kid, you can be really stupid at times. He must divorce her, of course.
Don't be ridiculous. Mama, she's his wife. He can't just divorce her.
And especially now with Aman being kidnapped.
So that's how it is. You boys are standing with your father, and you all against me, your own mother. You too, Nazia.
Mommy, calm down. We're all very angry with Dad right now, but divorce is not the solution.
I thought you all loved me. I see how it is now.
Oh, come on, Mom. We know you're feeling betrayed right now, but...
Salma, that's enough. Farhana is my wife, and I will not divorce her.
Salma, this is all my fault. I know by rights I shouldn't be here. I am so sorry for causing you all this pain. But please, my son is being kidnapped. Imagine if it was one of your children. How would you feel?
Salma, please, I'm begging you. Let's all just put our emotions aside for now and deal with the crisis at hand.
You are right, Dad. Mommy, let's listen to what Dad has to say. We can always resolve all these other issues later.
Thanks, my boy. So Aman went missing since after school on Friday afternoon. He was still in his school uniform on his way to madrasa. We've been trying to get a lead on the kidnappers. I even have a tracer on my phone for when they call. But it seems that they've been holding Aman hostage in an unknown location. But now, it seems like we are dealing with another problem.
What else can go wrong?
I know you've all been here the whole day, so you probably haven't listened to the news. The story of the kidnapping has been leaked. So now, on top of Aman going missing, We have to deal with the media as well. And it won't be long before the police are involved.
Yo! Now how did that happen? No one even knew about it besides us. I mean, who could have snitched, Daddy?
Apparently, according to the reporter, it was an inside source.
Mr. Gunny.
Who can that be? Nobody even knows we're here at the estate.
I'll go and see.
No, it may not be safe. Let Tabo go see who's at the door.
While the family sits in uncomfortable silence, Tabo opens the door for the unknown visitors. A moment later, he walks back into the lounge with them.
Mr. G, it's your brother.
Assalamu alaikum. Maaf. I hope we're not interrupting anything.
Look at what the cat dragged in. After 10 years. To what do we owe this pleasure, Mariam?
Gee, I know it's been a long time, but we had to come. We couldn't just leave Farouk alone at this time.
Hassan, what are you doing here?
We thought we'd come and offer our support. We know Aman was kidnapped and we wanted to come and help in whatever way we can.
Maulana teaches Aman at madrasa and he's been so dear to both of us since he was just a little...
Hang on. What did you just say? You know Aman? How? We only just found out about him.
It was since he... We knew Farhana when, Farouk...
Mariam, that's enough.
No, it's not. Tell me, Mariam, because as Farouk's first wife, I have the right to know.
Mom, take it easy. Chill a bit. Relax.
Ish, this is bad.
Salma, we didn't come here to fight or to upset you.
Then why did you come?
To offer some support, bhai. Honestly, we didn't mean any harm.
Huh? What a chick you have coming here to offer support. After you and your wife went to the media with the story of Aman's kidnapping.
What?
Farouk, what do you mean? We would never do something like that.
The media had it that a source close to the family had given them the information. It could only have been you two. After the things Miriam said to me all those years ago.
Selma, it was you who...
Oh no, not that old story again.
I have something to say. Actually, it was me who went to the media with the story.
عشوة شوف العشوة عشوة فيها لمة عشوة تسعد قلبك في برنامج عشوة في برنامج عشوة لا 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 لا.
We're excited to announce that the Radio Islam app is available on Android as well as the iOS platform. Download it today. Access seamless streaming, salah times, recipes and all other features available for free from Radio Islam International.